Guests, ladies and gentlemen, very shortly, Excellency the President will join us. When he does, he will lead a delegation of ministers and members of the Council of State to exchange pleasantries with the traditional rulers who are here. What you've just observed is Dagbon culture, where the Yaa-Na sits first before he receives the sons of the Yaa-Na, and the appellations that are performed ought not to be heard by the sons of the Yaa-Na. And so now that he's seated and those appellations are done, the Mionlana and the Yaa-Na are now being ushered to take their seats as well. Welcome to Jubilee House, ladies and gentlemen. This is the seat of government. Shortly, His Excellency the President will join us for this official visit of the Yaa-Na to Jubilee House. Ahead of the Yaa-Na's entry, the Buipeura, representing the Dagbon Ura, one of the three eminent chiefs who were instrumental in the resolution of the Dagbon crisis, joined us. The Nairi, who is the senior most in the Dagbon area, joined us. And then the Jobin Hine, who is the representative of Otumfo the Asante Hine, also joined us. The Chief of Staff and His Excellency the Vice President, members of the Council of State have all taken their seats, ministers of state have all taken their seats as well. And the Yaa-Na has also taken his, now the sons of the Yaa-Na by custom enter after the Yaa-Na has taken a seat and the appellations have been conducted. And in a few minutes, His Excellency the President of the Republic will join us as we commence this formal visit to the forecourt of Jubilee House. So the Mionlana and the Yaa-Na are taking their seats, and shortly His Excellency the President will join us. This event is on Ghana television. Live from the forecourt of Jubilee House. May I ask you all to take your positions, ladies and gentlemen. Very shortly, His Excellency the President will join us. When he joins us, he will lead a delegation of members of the Council of State, ministers of state, and His Excellency the Vice President to exchange pleasantries with the traditional rulers who are here before he takes his place at the dais for the national salute. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we receive His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo. His Excellency, the Vice President, Senior Minister, Chief of Staff, will join him as he exchanges pleasantries with the traditional rulers, and when His Excellency resumes his position at the dais, we will remain standing for the national salute. History unfolding right before our very eyes. The President of the Republic receiving the Yaa-Na at the seat of government, Jubilee House, here in Accra. The Yaa-Na is flanked by the Buipeura, who represents the Yagbura, the Nairi, who is the senior member of Nagbe West children in the Dagbon seat, and the Omahini of Jubilee, who is representing Otum for the Asante. When the President takes his position at the dais, we shall remain standing for the national salute. Before we commence this afternoon's engagement. The national salute. Invite Alhaji Abdul Mumen, Chief Imam of Tamale, to join us with the opening prayer. Alhaji Abdul Mumen, Chief Imam of Tamale.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Tepon wala le songo jingo. Dubana on charte ni bismillah. Nti isna alhamdulillah. Songo jingo ji gahandri berka ji nyele. Kalje gana zaha supiele nti gana zaha. Te Yaa-Na. Wami dahal berkam balama. Na wudigo no kana ti chasu do kana Dagbon ka do ma gana zaha do to so do tiro do na mo no wala mal mo zamane o mi wala bo zaha ban kana wala so gbutul ma tiba kana sura do tire rijis ma zaha nan mushabban kana to sura do tire wala labsan ban la lafi ka sura do tire a tantu hine Okoma ko he ka Dagbon ka sujuan to so do ti asantire do na malma o tambo no na somo to kana so do ti tamban zulla President Nana Akufo-Addo do na o zamane do na somo o mino o mabia ngonya o vice Dr. Mahmoud Babumia do na somo do na malmo zamane minister maza do na somo ya do na ni chafu china kana donc ba ñax mu turon wala pal benia service ذلك بتقول ولا pal لتبا اللهم ربنا يا ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم واغفر لنا وارحمنا انك انت الغفور الرحيم كلام ادوتي يبقى لنا يبقى قلنا بلين زانتون كدبون وكلا تجيتون شون ولا صومبا بدل ما ولا انا بركنا ربنا اتنا في الدنيا حسنه وفي الاخره حسنه وقنا عذاب النار برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين سبحان ربك امين امين.
Thank you, Alhaji Abdul Mumen, for the opening prayer. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the traditional leaders who are here this afternoon will now rise to also return the greetings of His Excellency the President and members of government. Will be led by the Omahini of Jubilee, Nana Akufo-Addo. So if we may ask the traditional drummers to commence their drumming, the traditional leaders will rise to return the greetings of His Excellency the President and the government delegation here present. When we are done, the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the Honorable Kofi Jamisi, will deliver a welcome address on behalf of government. We will then take a statement from the Omahini of Jubilee, Nana Akufo-Addo II, who is here representing Otumfuo the Asantehene Oseitu II, and then we would proceed to take a statement from the Yaa-Na, Abubakari Mahama II, the overlord of Dagbon, after which the President of the Republic would address us. Traditional leaders here continue to return greetings. And now it is the turn of the Yaa-Na, whose sons are leading him to return the greetings of His Excellency the President. And there you have the Yaa-Na making his way to return the greetings of His Excellency the President. The Yaa-Na's delegation, led by the Northern Regional Minister, followed by the Minister for Business Development, and other prominent sons of the land. And as the Yaa-Na makes his way to exchange or to return the greetings of the President, he is led by sons and daughters of Dagbon, who on the sidelines will also be singing his appellations. Hello. Hello, hello. makes his way to return the greetings of the president in the company of a rich delegation of sons and daughters of Dagbon. Ladies and gentlemen, history being made right here at the forecourt of Jubilee House is sitting Yaa paying a courtesy call on a sitting president of the republic. Unrecorded history happening right before our very eyes. Welcome, Your Royal Majesty. Welcome, Your Royal Majesty. With a rich delegation of sons and daughters of Dagbon, heralding with appellations and traditional cries of victory, and you have Yaa-Na, Abubakari, Mahama dancing the traditional Damba dance of celebration. And he makes his way to return the greetings of His Excellency the President. That's the Yaa-Na doing the Damba dance. That's the Yaa-Na doing the Damba dance. Unrecorded in history. Happening for the first time here at Jubilee House. Yaa-Na, Abubakari Mahama II, paying a courtesy call on the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo. Dagbon is here in Accra. The son of Nagbewa. The greetings of the President. That's the Yaa-Na doing the Damba dance. Moments away from exchanging pleasantries with His Excellency the President. That's the Yaa-Na doing Damba dance of victory. Moments away from exchanging pleasantries for His Excellency the President. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of the exchange of pleasantries, Chieftaincy Religious Affairs Minister Kofi Jamesi will shortly join us with welcome remarks, after which we will take a statement from the Omahini Jabi, Nana Akufo-Addo II, who is representing the Asantehene Otumfuo II.
Okay.
We're grateful to all who joined in the exchange of pleasantries, especially the Damas group, the youth of Dagbon, made of young men and women from initially the both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the Honorable Kofi Jamesi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, also known as Na Maltina Abudani I. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Madam Chief of Staff, Secretary to the President, Senior Minister, National Security Minister, Council of State members, Ministers of State, and senior government officials. On behalf of the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo, I welcome the Yaa-Na Abubakari Mahama II, Jubilee, who is a representative of Otumfuo Santihini, the Nayiri Na Bohogo Abdullah I Mahami Sheriga, Wipewura, who is a representative of Dagbon, and their respective entourages to the Jubilee House, the Wipewura Abdullah Jinapor II. Mr. President, our traditional rulers, ladies and gentlemen, today is great and historic. We are happy to welcome our new Yaa-Na to the seat of government. We haven't witnessed this in many years. May the unity and peace in Dagbon live forever. Amen. All are cordially welcome in the name of the Almighty God. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now hear from the Omahini of Jabin, Nana Otuosribo II, who is a representative of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Let's receive him with a round of applause.
Your Excellency, the President Nana Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the Vice President Dr. Mahama, colleague members of the Council of State, Yaa-Na Abubakari Mahama II, Nayiri Na Bohogu Abdullah Mahami Sherugu, Yabumura's representative, the Wipewura Jinapor II, Honorable Senior Minister, Madam Chief of Staff, Honorable Members, Honorable Deputy Ministers, MPs, Nananum, Nime, Pio, ladies and gentlemen, Otumfuo Asante-Hene, Osei Tutu II, sends his greetings to you, the President, and your spouse, to you, Mr. Vice President, your consorts, and indeed to all members of your government. Otumfuo had been anxiously looking forward to this day when he would have led his colleague eminent chiefs to come along with the Yaa-Na to render thanks to you, Mr. President, and your government for your immense support and assistance in restoring peace to Dagbon. However, he has been unable to do so because 3 days ago, the most senior male royal of the clan of the Golden Stool by the name Nana Akufo-Addo joined the ancestors above. And this has naturally thrown the whole of the Asante Kingdom into a state of deep mourning. That notwithstanding, because of the importance he attaches to this event, he has asked me to lead the delegation of paramount chiefs from Asokore, Bompata, Kumawu, Ntotro in the Hafo region, and also Kenyasi in the Hafo region. Senior divisional chiefs, the chief linguists, other linguists, the chief of staff at Menshia Palace, the chief protocol, to stand in for him. Mr. President, without in any way wishing to invoke past grief, it may be instructive to situate today's event in the context of developments in the Dagbon Kingdom over the past decade and more than half a decade ago. In the year 2002, disaster befell our brothers in the Dagbon Kingdom. It was a tragedy which shook the whole nation and even threatened to spill over into territories beyond our borders. The one glimmer of light in the darkness of the time was that we had a president from a tradition rooted in our history. President Kufuor decided that the only path to a lasting solution was to untangle the complex web of faulty and disjointed parts assembled over the years, which had culminated in the explosion. His understanding of our history and heritage informed his decision to invite the occupant of the Golden Stool to lead a panel of eminent chiefs, the two respected authorities on the traditions of the homogeneous kingdoms of the North. With the pains and injuries of conflict so fresh and raw, it was perhaps understandable that compromises proved elusive. But the three wise men were indeed wise. They resolved that this was not to be a sprint race, but a marathon. And they were ready with all the strategies you need in a marathon. That is patience and perseverance, but with clear focus on the goal at hand. Such was the complexity of the issues and the death and pain articulated that the crisis outlived the tenure of President Kufuor. But the panel continued their efforts under President John Evans Atta Mills and President John Dramani Mahama. It cannot be denied that after dragging on for a whole decade, many circles in the country were in despair that the crisis was proving insoluble. Hopes had been raised and dashed several times. and the feeling could not be avoided that somehow some unseen hands were at play to prevent a resolution. In the face of all the frustrations, the committee did not despair. With patience and perseverance, a roadmap was finally agreed. But even after all the sides had committed to the roadmap, fresh cracks appeared. It was a trying moment for all. The committee decided to allow time once more for the bubbling waters to be drained. In the meantime, the elections of 2016 brought a new government under President Nana Akufo-Addo. The committee noticed that during his electioneering campaign, Nana Akufo-Addo had pledged that if elected president, he would do everything to bring peace to Dagbon. And true to his word, one of the first things he did was to appeal to the committee to restart the Dagbon matter, pledging to give the panel all the moral and political support it needed. That unwavering political support was to be the new dynamic which the panel had missed in the past, and which no doubt helped clear many obstacles to the conclusion of the work of the committee. It is heartening, therefore, that after a decade and a half, and after surviving 3 presidents, the panel of 3 wise men were able to wrap up their work and deliver peace to Dagbon in fulfillment The 3 wise men were able to wrap up their work and deliver peace to Dagbon in fulfillment of the pledge of His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo to the people. The President was indeed in Yendi on the 25th of January 2019, attired in his royal Dagbon costume and under the new name Na Abudani the First. To see the installation of the new Yaa-Na. It is happy to note that the Yaa-Na has since settled into his royal duties and has come to Kumasi to pay homage and thanks to Otumfuo the Asantehene. It is only proper that the committee now lead him, Mr. President, to formally present him to you, the head of state of the Republic of Ghana, and to thank you for your help in bringing peace to the people of Dagbon. Mr. President, solution. You would like to single out mention the Minister for National Security, who was at the time made about 8 trips to Kumasi in 2 days. The then Northern Regional Minister, but still the Northern Regional Minister with diminished territory, and the use of Dagbon. The committee pays special tribute to both sides of the dispute, the Andanis and the Abudis, finally embracing the spirit of compromise. It is Otumfuo's hope that this spirit of compromise will manifest in our national political discourse. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thanks.
Your Excellency, Maltina Nabudu Na Abudani the first, President Nana Akufo-Addo. Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Chief of Staff, Honorable Madam Frima Osei Opare, the Senior Minister, Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Minister of National Security, the Honorable Northern Regional Minister, Honorable Salifu Said, Honorable Member of Parliament present, Commanders and Security Chiefs present, Joabin here, the representative of His Majesty Otumfuo-Addo II Asante Hine, His Royal Highness Bupeura, representative of His Royal Majesty Tuntumba Barriga Suleimana Japa I, His Royal Majesty Nabohogo Abdullahi Mahami Sheriga II, Paramount Chiefs and other chiefs present, distinguished invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to read a statement of the Supreme Overlord of Dagbon, Yaa-Na Abubakari II. Today is a historic day for Dagbon in Ghana. It is historic because I brought the royal club of our great Dagbon kingdom here to the Jubilee House to thank Your Excellency, the President Nana Akufo-Addo and the good people of Ghana for your extraordinary support to the Dagbon Peace Project. This has opened a new chapter in peace and prosperity for our kingdom. The purpose of the funerals of Na Muhammad and Na Yakub II, which preceded my enskinment and my subsequent enskinment of my grandsons Kampakuyana, Na Abdullahi, and Bolina Abdullahi to the gate kings of Savulugu and Myon respectively are indications of the positive strides and progress under the peace project. On the 18th November 2018, when His Royal Majesty Asante Hene Otumfuo-Addo II, supported by his colleagues, the Yagwanwura, Tuntumbura, Suleimana, Japa I, and the Nayiri, Nabohogo, Abdullahi Mahami Sheriga I, presented their report on the Dagbon roadmap here in this Jubilee House. Your President, I do not in the slightest of imagination think 2 months later I will become the next Yaa-Na and the duty bearer, the odious task and responsibility of shepherding my people along this new journey of peace and transformation. In the past year of my reign, I worked alongside my court and advisors to foster a sense of unity in Dagbon. It is gratifying to announce that out of the 36 vacant skins made available on the performance of the funerals of deceased chiefs, I selected and skinned 25 members of the Abudu family and 11 members of the Anden family. This is meant to promote peace and unity and send a strong signal to the world about our commitment to the peace that we have achieved for Dagbon. Mr. President, as I declare in my investiture oath, I stand to spend the rest of my life, be it short or long, to unite the people of Dagbon in peace and along fair and equitable access to the traditional skills and resources of Dagbon. I cannot achieve this alone without the genuine and partial support of the government taking into cognizance the recent past history of Dagbon. Certainly, when you attempt to embark on a new direction of sustainable peace, few dissenters will try to undermine us for their selfish gains. Mr. President, I appeal to you and all stakeholders to provide zero tolerance for such unscrupulous persons and their cohorts. Today, we are in a few pages of new chapter of peace. I'd like, on behalf of the chiefs and the people of Dagbon, to thank you for your support for our kingdom up to this level. We would also like to thank the Otumfuo-led Committee of Eminent Chiefs and his staff for their tireless efforts they made to bring about this thank you day. We would also like to elogize the late Yagwanwura Bawadusi Abudu and the late Nigerian Nagamni Abdullahi Mahamadu for their sterling role in these efforts. We thank the President, members of the National House of Chiefs, the National Peace Council, the security agencies, the clergy for their prayers, and UN agencies, Ghana, and our friends in the diplomatic community for their support. The efforts have yielded positive results, and we say a big thank you. Special thanks and appreciation goes to our former presidents, President Jerry Rawlings, President John Ajekum Kufuor, President Professor John Evans Atta Mills, and President John Dramani Mahama for their support to us during their respective tenures. To all Dagbamba, I say Dagbon belongs to all of us. The young generation say the future belongs to them. I am happy the work we are doing today is producing amicable relations between my grandsons, the Yaa-Na and Yaa-Na. This will encourage the youth in Dagbon to emulate them. We pray unceasingly to ensure the future generations were present. And I want to reiterate that it was in recognition of your efforts in bringing peace to Dagbon and the popular acclamation that gave you the Abu the first, and in consultation with my chiefs and elders, enskin you as the Maltina. Mr. President, by the spirit of the title, we want to entreat you that the problem in Nanton is threatening the peace and unity that you have worked so hard to build for the people of Dagbon. We want to appeal to you once again to set your singular efforts and the efforts of all stakeholders in this Dagbon Peace Project, bringing to an end the unwarranted and lawless usurping of Nanton town to Salna Haruna as an act which is not only undermining the realities in Dagbon, but a criminal one indeed, and bringing all your efforts in Dagbon to nil. Your Excellency could go on and on and on, thanking you for all the good things that you've done to secure the Dagbon. But then, I want to conclude here and thank you very much. Long live Dagbon, long live Ghana.
Mele Dagbon, meti mampuru, meti yobuna, apuyuna, mbapu myanganama, tesa pumya na fadwo, na usumonu mebu tulelamba. Baba, bechawila kayeshe mwana na Akufo-Addo, nyina mama mmetule pule. Nakana mana yok bamba, mampulang bamba, mayobuna bamba, kana yen no bihata, wamela bihata, nankul sabi, savu yo, zangbambul zambu, besaba na apuli, never may, now is a good to us, animate the soul in the trouble, that's an Ajawa, Nana Akufo-Addo, and not puli, the Jaradan Barba. Your Excellency, that's Nichiao, Debia, Yawa say, Tamdaba, Nanabaka, Ranya, and then Sanu, Yawa say, Chile, Yawa say, we get 70-20, 70-20, 70-20. Lam Kusarabu, Mbosabu, Mbosangana Yaku, never long like Balasadi, I'm not a son Kanasu, you did a number, I'm not letting you the power and the tea. Now what you come on, dear? Tamela Paka, Nilas is the Juno, Onya, Openyana, Samba Gona, Balabalam, Samba.
Ladies and gentlemen, even if you don't understand it, you can give them a big round of applause. They are traditional appellations from the Yaa-Na's courtyard, from the Bura Palace, to His Excellency the President. It is a prayer for the President to keep moving forward, and that only the Almighty can say enough thanks from Nagbewa's house to him. Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you to rise wherever you are and receive the President of the Republic, Nana Akufo-Addo, for his remarks.
Mr. Vice President, the Chairperson of the Council of State and representative of Utum for the Asante, members of the Council of State, Chief of Staff of the Office of the President and officials of the Presidency, Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Northern Regional Minister, Ministers and Deputy Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, Yaa-Na, the Overlord of Dagbon, the Nairi, the Overlord of Mampu, the Bwipe Wura, representative of the Dagbon Wura, Overlord of Gonja, other traditional rulers, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all warmly to Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency, and wish each of you a happy and successful new year. Nearly a year ago, in fact exactly 9 days to the day, 25th January 2019, we gathered in Yendi to witness the outdooring of a new Yaa-Na, a ceremony many indigenes of Dagbon had never witnessed in their lifetimes. It was one of pomp and pageantry, and the rich, diverse culture of Dagbon was put on full display as Mahama Abubakari II became the new Yaa-Na, the overlord of Dagbon. Undoubtedly, the process in enskinning him and thereby finding a permanent solution to the crisis in Dagbon was made possible largely by the work undertaken by the Committee of Eminent Chiefs, chaired by the Asantehene, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, represented here today by the highly respected Oyoko Royal, the Jubilee Nana Akufo-Addo II, chairperson of the Council of State, with the overlord of Mampurugu, the Nairi, Na Muhugu, Abdullahi Mahami Sheriga, and the overlord of Gonja, the Yabongura, Tutumba, Boresa, Sulemana Japa, represented today by one of the great pillars of the Gonja state, the Mpwewura Jinapo II, as its other members. The work of the committee had the strong support of government. Let me use this occasion once again, on behalf of the government and people of Ghana, to thank the Committee of Eminent Chiefs for not giving up on the people of Dagbon, even when at the times the situation seemed hopeless. Their display of tenacity, patience, statesmanship, and patriotism is worthy of emulation by all, and I'm certain that prosperity will continue to applaud their efforts. I said at the investiture of Yaa-Na Mahama Abubakari II that I was confident he would discharge his duties with distinction, as he was a man of experience and dignity. Thus far, I have not been proved wrong. With government determined to exploit and add value to the iron ore deposits at Shani, to finish the second phase of the Tamale Airport project, to construct the Tamale Interchange, the first of its kind in the northern sector of the country, to see to the imminent completion of the Tamale Teaching Hospital, to upgrade the Yendi Government Hospital to a befitting status, to promote the sustainable development of agriculture in the area, and soon to commence the Yendi Wat project. It is evident that great days lie ahead for Dagbon under the stewardship of Yaa-Na Mahama Abubakari II. The fruits of these developments can only be appreciated by the people of Dagbon if the peace being enjoyed there is nurtured and maintained, and if chieftains' disputes are not allowed to become a part of the fabric of the great state of Dagbon, nor any part of our country. Development can never take place in an atmosphere of confusion and chaos. Overlord of Dagbon, I thank you very much for the visit, the first by a sitting Yaa-Na to the seat of the Ghanaian presidency in many decades. It is a moment I will always treasure, just as I will always cherish with gratitude the title Dagbon Multi Na Udani I that you so generously bestowed on me for my modest efforts in helping to restore unity and solidarity to Dagbon. This gesture took place at last year's Damba Festival, the first of your reign, which I attended with the distinguished Prime Minister of Barbados, the Honorable Mia Amor Motley. I thank the Nairi for his presence here today, and the representatives of Otumfuo and the Yabongura for their attendance at this joyful occasion. This gives me the opportunity to reaffirm the commitment I made to you, Yaa-Na, that so long as I remain President of the Republic, I will do everything in my power to assist you to administer Dagbon in an atmosphere of peace, serenity, and tranquility. You deserve the support of all well-meaning Dagbons, and indeed of all Ghanaians, for your efforts to rebuild this ancient kingdom. Indeed, for my part, I too will not spare any effort to help resolve any outstanding problems that are in Nantong. We have seen that with good sense and a good heart, problems can be solved, and the problem in Nantong will be solved. Once again, Akwaba, Maraba, to Jubilee House, to all of you, the eminent chiefs of our country. May God bless us all, our homeland Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.
Glad to see the President. On behalf of the eminent chiefs, on behalf of the Yaa-Na, and on behalf of all gathered here, we first want to say thank you for hosting us here at the forecourt of Jubilee House for this courtesy call. We also want to thank the eminent chiefs for their work and for leading the delegations and the Yaa-Na to this afternoon's courtesy call. Shortly, Mr. President will join the Yaa-Na for an official photograph right in front of the main dais. Subsequent to that, the three eminent chiefs will join Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, and the Yaa-Na, and then the third photograph will have the Mionlana and the Yaa-Na joining the delegation. I'll go over that again. The first photograph feature His Excellency the President and the Yaa-Na, and then His Excellency the Vice President will join them. The second photograph will feature that delegation and the three eminent chiefs, and then the third photograph will have the Mionlana and the Yaa-Na joining them for the official photos. May I ask Sheikh Ahmed Absalam to give us a closing prayer, after which we...
Alhamdulillah. The Parliament, the Pili, Jimo, Truzala, the Mang, Tawali, Capilli, Dimitri Bago, to the Pandwali, Tipping Bismillah, Bago, to the Hawu Yasam, Zima Pilgun Baga, to Yasam, and found Sheldon, Dola, Charter, Room down to Tuma. The Sura Dutri, Tambanzulana. One to shelter, Kalatu, Surun Balatira, Yaa-Na, Nola Melmo Zamani, Nola so Motamolika Vitoli, Nola loves Sokoda in love. Kasan was near the Nobla, in Yamana Yiri. Kaswa do throw somber, Kaswa do change the Jabuna, Nola Soma, Kalaswa do Santini. Nina songa to tosi to wahatina tizahabunya sam dola osomo omina maza dola cha usawanya zaine kama tuma dola ta sudola dola ta betoli kana do tire regional minister ko mampam yamwe obubi popo ko epenya bombira dozo dola osomo ba kana do tire vice president dola osomo dola ta betoli mala mel bezamane ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم واغفر لنا وارحمنا إنك الغفور الرحيم سبحان ربك.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will please rise for the national anthem, after which we'll take photos.
We
Please remain where you are as His Excellency the Vice President takes his position. The Yaa-Na will join him, and then His Excellency the President will join them both. Please remain where you are. Remain where you are. The President, the Vice President, and the Yaa-Na will take the first photograph. The President, the Vice President, and the Yaa-Na will take the first photograph. Please remain where you are. The President, the Vice President, and the Yaa-Na will take the first photograph. When they are done with the first photograph, the three eminent chiefs will join them for the second photograph. And when they are done, the Miolana and the Yaa-Na will join them for the very final photograph. So please remain where you are as we quickly take these historic photographs. The first photograph will have the Yaa-Na, His Excellency the President, His Excellency the Vice President only. This will go on in the annals of history. Shall we please make way for the photographers? Please make way for the photographers. The three eminent chiefs will join this photo setup right afterwards. Shall we please have the seats for the three eminent chiefs moved into position?